We're joined by Kurankye. Thank you for being on the show.
Pleasure.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it. So,
good to meet you.
thank you. Kurankye, tell us about yourself, the new venture that you started, and how you came up in this space.
Yeah, Dominic, pleasure to be here. It's great to be in Miami. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, so it's very nice and warm here. I've been in business a long time, 30 years in the business. I won't give you the whole story, but a year ago I founded a firm called Capoeira Partners. Capoeira is a strategic advisory firm for founder-led alternative asset managers. In a nutshell, we build alternative asset managers. We guide them through the operational process, advance them institutionally, and then at the end of it, we bring them into our ecosystem of investors, institutional investors, multifamily offices, family offices, in multiple jurisdictions.
And you said you're based in Ontario. In Toronto. And so, are most of the managers come from the Toronto region, or is it? Or what's the sort of scope of where the emerging managers are currently that you advise?
Yeah, no, our managers are across North America. So, and we bridge hedge funds, farmland asset managers, venture capital. So we're fairly broad, but the real focus is on founder-led alternative asset managers. That's really the crust of it, and taking them through the journey of how to build an asset management business. Most of our managers are very good at investing, but some of them don't necessarily understand the journey it takes strategically and making the right decisions in terms of how to form and attract capital. And it's a multi-dimensional journey, a multi-step process.
What do you say are, because yes, a lot of the managers probably came up through a full career of investing. What do you say were the main pain points that you help them with when it comes to taking their firm to the next level, to bring in institutional capital, or to really separate themselves in a crowded field, for example?
I'm gonna write a book on this one day, but I'll try to break it down fairly simply. I think for the most part, I think the managers, a few things. They don't appreciate what they deemed as unique and differentiated isn't necessarily the case, at least in terms of how they describe themselves. And often there's something embedded in their journey, something in their strategy or in their backgrounds that actually is a unique story that they're not bringing out. So that's the first thing. And I think the other thing is they rely, performance matters. Performance is what this business is driven on, but it's not just performance. At a previous firm, I hosted a town hall called Beyond the Numbers, because you have to engage in a way that helps the investor connect with you beyond just the performance numbers. You have to bring context to the numbers, bring context to performance. So when an investor sees that you're up 5 or 10 or 15 or whatever that number is, there's some context to that, and there's a level of engagement that you have to provide to the investor community to stand out, and that's often missed.
Beyond the numbers, I might have to steal that from you, because that's a good one. That's a good one, because that's what I hear all the time. And switching gears a little bit, tell us about, we're at the Black Hedge, closing down right now at the Black Hedge Fund Professional Networking event. Tell us about the organization, the event, what it's meant to you, the impact that it has, and what you see from being here.
Well, first of all, I'm a massive Andra Fosu fan. We come from the same heritage. She's Ghanaian. I'm Ghanaian heritage. I got involved. And being in Toronto, this was formed initially at a cocktail event in New York City, and I'd heard about it. And I'm so proud of what this organization has done. I'm so proud of this event. People from all walks of life show up to be here. I think for me, being a black professional in the hedge fund, in the finance community, you don't see that many of us. I mean, we all know the journey. There's so few of us, particularly at more senior levels, but to have a forum where we're helping each other advance, helping young folks enter the business, and that's really about the pipeline, right? So there's one thing, someone like me has been in the business for 30 years, another thing for someone who's in their 20s, coming out of school, providing them connections, providing them relationships to advance their careers, and then this really wonderful industry. That's what this organization is about. So I'm proud of what she's done, the scholarships, the engagement with others, with sponsors like Capoeira and Mariner and a bunch of others, B of A and a bunch of others. it's so important that we create this forum for young folks and other Black professionals and Black and brown professionals to advance in this business.
Well, no. Karuchi, thank you so much. I couldn't say it better than that. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I, definitely will stay connected. I think that your story and the journey that you've had is the reason why I create this content to showcase. Okay, here's someone that came up through the industry, started their own firm now, and is making an impact on everyone else that's trying to be a founder in this business. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, man.